forecast.
All right, it was actually beautiful starting the day off.
In the morning it was great.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but we're starting to see clouds roll in, and this is not even the worst we're going to see this week.
No, this week I like to think of it as this is the little storm, and next week we're going to see the really big storm. But let's start off with the Pinpoint Doppler Live. Those showers came from the south, kind of swept up in a circular motion, so it looks like most of the rainfall has likely passed San Diego by for the night, but we're still seeing some showers left behind in North County. A very light rain event in the rain futurecast shows that those showers are leaving us behind pretty quickly. Don't be surprised if you see a stray raindrop or two tomorrow, but overall it's a very light rainfall event. The National Weather Service updated their totals, and right now we've just seen some trace amounts in Ramona, some trace amounts at the San Diego airport, but really not a lot of rain. And moving forward throughout the rest of the day, maybe a couple hundredths of an inch at some spots, but overall very, very limited rain activity. Now we have big changes coming up next week, one of which is going to be lots and lots of wind. We have a high wind watch for East County. Now it starts up Tuesday at 4 p.m., runs all the way through Wednesday afternoon. And there are going to be some spots, especially Tuesday night. I'm thinking about Julian, for instance, that could see some peak wind gusts as fast as 85 miles per hour. So tomorrow's a great time to start thinking about securing things in the yard, preparing for the wind, and maybe adjusting some travel if needed, because the wind could be an obstacle. We're going to feel that breeze around the county. And of course, we're a little bit cooler than we were yesterday. And looking at some of those inland communities, Escondido, Poway, Ramona, 7 degrees cooler right now than we were this time yesterday. And so temperatures are falling a little bit below seasonal averages across the board. Looking at the coast in those mid to upper 50s, similar story for our inland communities. Some of our mountain communities like Palomar sitting at 38 degrees right now. And so we're going to be a little bit chilly, and that's not going to change throughout the evening. We're going to stay pretty overcast, chance of rain steadily going down, and then we'll see the sun break out a little bit tomorrow. But again, don't be surprised if you see some stray showers, especially in the morning, but all that activity will be very limited. Now we have the breeze starting to ramp up in the mountains tomorrow, and looking forward in time a little bit further, the futurecast shows that this small low pressure system, that cold air mass near us, that's going to gradually move away. But then everything changes on Wednesday when we have a much bigger low pressure system. Now this one is bigger, it is colder, and as you can see, it really wants to stick around throughout the course of the week. So when we take a look at San Diego's 7-day forecast, just look at that temperature drop off first off before we even talk about the rain. A high of 64 for President's Day, but by the time we get to Wednesday, a high of just 55 degrees, and we're staying cool. Now if we're tracking the chance of rain throughout the week, notice that it really just ramps up as soon as we get into the middle of the week and sticks around all the way until next weekend. And so that's going to be the story of the week across the county, and it's going to be similar for those inland communities. Thursday reaching up only to 51 degrees, and things get a little more tricky when we start looking at the mountains. Now again, those wind speeds ramping up on Tuesday afternoon up to 65, Tuesday night up to 85, and then because we're going to be so cold in the middle of the week, we're going to be looking at snow showers, and the snow level is going to rise up. We're going to see a little bit more of a mix of rain and snow ahead of next weekend, but it is going to be cold, it is going to be windy. That's why I wrote that for Wednesday in the desert. It's going to be very chilly, and it's going to stick around like that. Now again, that chance of rain lasts all the way from Wednesday through Sunday, and so this is really just a taste of what's going to come up.
Just chilly, cold, and rainy.
Chilly, cold, and rainy. If
All
you're
right.
into that, it's a great week for you.
I'm not, but Moses, thank you for keeping me prepared.